My name is Ian and welcome to Planted. In this video I want to talk to you about the discipline of spreading your work out over a long period of time. Now here in New England we get some real big snowstorms. We've just had one. It dropped well over a foot of snow and it's put the stoppers to any work in the garden. Well, or so you would think, because we've got a big cleanup and obviously the ground's going to be covered for quite some days to come. But in this video, I want to talk to you about doing work in January that you might not think is something that you should do. And I've got two beautiful fig trees that are well worth saving. They've both fruited for me, but they've been a little bit neglected. And I'm going to show you what I did and why I did it. And it's the thinking behind it that I think is really important. So here we are before the storm, and this is a couple of weeks ago, and I knew that the storm, no, sorry, let me back up. This is a little bit less than a week before the storm, and I knew that we had some cold wind coming. This is a fig. This is called the wolf fig. Very, very tasty. Gets too much shade there. And this sad little plant here is either Colonel Littman's Black Cross fig or Soda Ciliana. Either way, they're very, very good. It's worth keeping and giving it a little bit of love. And the reason I don't know the variety is because I convinced myself that I would be able to remember the variety name, and one of them died, and I don't know which one. But when it fruits, I can identify it from the fruit. So we are in January, we're digging this up in January, and why on earth are we doing that? Right, well here's the story. This is a choice plant, it's worth saving. It's in the wrong position. It's fully dormant, which means that it can be moved now, and it will end up in a better place. So if it wasn't dormant, this would be a terrible thing. Don't dig it up, don't move it. But I can lift it now, put it in a pot, take it to my greenhouse, which is frost-free for the most part, and it'll come into leaf 6 weeks earlier. Put on some roots, and I can then put it into a much better position. I wouldn't want to be digging and replanting plants in January from one part of the garden into another part of the garden, because the ground is frozen. That's not ideal. But because I've got a greenhouse, I can take up these two plants and I can give them a little bit of a root prune, put them in my cold greenhouse, and then sometime in mid-April, maybe late April, I can put them out into their spot where they want to be. The reason I do this is that if I wait until the optimum time, which would be sometime in April, I'm going to interrupt them. They're going to be not fully dormant, and you run a risk of them not coming through the move. Because they're completely dormant now, I'm very confident that I can dig them up, move them, and get them situated into a better growing environment that then lets me in springtime put them where I want them. It's important that you have a pot nearby so that you can quickly pick up that plant and get it in a pot. There was a rather large taproot there. That gets pruned off in a moment. I don't think I got it caught on camera. But this job done now in January takes maybe half an hour. Dig it up, drive it to my little greenhouse workshop. I'm just going through the root ball now, making sure that there's no twisted roots. It's also possible that there could be some weed root in there. Very easy to remove it now. And the reason for these two plants is that one is very small, very manageable, very easy to handle, and one is quite large, and that's where things start to get unnecessarily heavy. So the Colonel Littman's Black Cross, I don't know much about, highly regarded from my fig friends, and then the Soda Ciliana is a remarkably tough, hardy fig, which makes me think that that is what this is, because it's gone through the last couple of winters in that location. And you know what? Every spring I keep thinking to myself, why did I leave it there? I should have moved that into a better position that's going to get more sun. You can see how the crown died out, sorry, the main shoot died out, and it's got a bit of a walking stick shape to it. But I'll plant this slightly in between the two angles, fully expect it to put on a lot more growth in the springtime, and in a couple of years you'd never know that it was a little bit tired. The reason they can't stay put is because they get too much shade. And if you are in the business of wanting to pick fresh figs, and you buy a nice fig and you put it in even part shade, you're going to get nothing. The plant might grow, but its ability to put out fruits that will ripen is zero. So here I solve a number of things. I don't want them growing where they were. I do have the greenhouse that I can put them in. Now's the right time when this job can be done, and they can gradually come into spring a little bit early, and then I can plant them out. So here's the bigger plant, and I've got a lot of bulbs that I don't like in my garden. They grow in the springtime, and they just grow into everything. Now off camera I'd already pruned that large root that you saw earlier in the clip, so don't worry about that. There's a huge amount of rooting potential in that clump that we've got there, and this pot really is just the right size. There we go. It's a little ungainly and a little awkward to handle, and that's why we do this in England all the time. We move smaller plants because they're easier to manage, and they are a little bit more reliable. But if you have to move a big plant, get a big pot and have some nice mix ready for it. I always find repotting so very satisfying. This is important. We do a little shimmy shake. That's working the growing medium into all pockets of that root ball. Just give it a little gentle firm down. You see it's not quite level. That's okay. When I replant it in the springtime, I can then level it in the hole once it's put out some more roots. Now this is what goes completely against the general rule of thumb. You'd expect that these would be watered now. They don't need it. They're dormant, they have no leaves, they're not transpiring. They're going to gradually get water late February into March when we get some daytime temperatures. And I look forward to showing to you these pots, full leaf, growing nicely when they get planted outside. Thank you so much. Planted. It's all about gardening. Bye for now.